People who cultivate their nature within the limits of worldly customs, who rely on Confucian teachings of benevolence, righteousness, rights, and wisdom in hopes of returning to their original true nature, yet whose minds are already disturbed by convention, while still longing for clarity and understanding. Such people are called blocked and ignorant. In ancient times, those who studied the way always used calm stillness to nourish the mind. When the mind was formed, they did not use cleverness to act. This could be called using the mind to nourish calm stillness. Mind and stillness mutually cultivated each other, so harmony and compliance naturally emerge from their true nature. Virtue is harmony, the way is compliance. When virtue embraces all without exception, that is benevolence. When the way complies with all without resistance, that is righteousness. When righteousness is clear and all things are drawn together, that is loyalty. When the heart is pure and simple, returning to the truth, that is joy. When trust is evident, demeanor appropriate, and rites are observed, that is ritual. If one clings too much to ritual and music while losing balance, the world will fall into chaos. When each person corrects themselves and keeps their virtue hidden, virtue will not offend others. If virtue offends others, then all things will lose their true nature. The people of ancient times lived in a state of primal chaos and simplicity. Still undispersed, they were one with the whole world, and people were calm and non-acting, with little interaction. At that time, yin and yang were harmonious and still. Ghosts and spirits did not interfere. The 4 seasons flowed in their proper order. All things were unharmed. All living beings lived out their natural span. Even if people had minds, there was nowhere to use them. This was called the most perfect state of oneness. At that time, people didn't know what to do, yet they always remained natural. Later, virtue declined. When Suren and Foxy ruled, the world followed along but could no longer be whole and one. Virtue declined again. When Shannon and the Yellow Emperor ruled, the world was stable but could no longer be in harmony with people's hearts and the nature of things. Virtue declined once more. When Yang and Shan ruled, they inaugurated a style of governance and education. The simple and honest way of life was disturbed and broken. They turned away from the way and acted with little virtue. After that, people abandoned their true nature and followed their selfish hearts. When people all knew and understood each other, that was not enough to bring peace to the world, so they added superficial adornments and multiplied worldly learning. Adornments ruined simplicity. Excessive learning buried the pure heart. Only then did the people become confused and chaotic, with no way to return to their true nature and original state. From this we see, the world lost the way, and the way lost the world. When society and the way both lose each other, how can a person of the way find footing in the world? And how can a world be revitalized by the way? The way cannot rise in the world, and the world cannot let the way thrive. Even if a sage does not live in the mountains, his virtue will surely be hidden and unknown. As for being hidden in the world when the times are dark, one need not hide the light. One is already hidden. The so-called hermits of old were not hiding their bodies because they did not wish to appear. They were not silent because they didn't want to speak. They were not concealing their wisdom because they didn't want to use it. It was because the times and fate were perverse. When the times and fate flow naturally through the world, one returns to the state of primal oneness and leaves no trace. When the times are bad and fate goes against one, cutting poverty in the world, one holds fast to the root, preserves utmost stillness, and waits quietly. This is the way to preserve oneself. Those in ancient times who were good at preserving themselves did not use clever arguments to decorate their wisdom. They did not use cunning to embarrass the world. They did not use their minds to trouble their own virtue. They stood firm and lived in their lone place, returning to their true nature and genuine feelings. Why did they have to do anything at all? The best way is not something that those with small accomplishments can follow. Great virtue, which pervades all things, is not something that those with small knowledge can grasp. Small knowledge harms virtue. Small accomplishments harm the way. Therefore, it is enough just to correct oneself, to keep one's true nature and be joyful. This is called being content and at ease with oneself. In ancient times, what was called being content and at ease did not mean high rank, great wealth, or honor status. It meant being naturally joyful, with no need to add anything more. Now, when people talk about being content and at ease, they mean high rank and great wealth, status and prominence. But riches and honors that come to a person are not from their true nature. They are like external things that arrive by chance, temporary lodgings. When such things lodge with you, you need not stop them from coming. When they leave, you need not hold them back. So one should not indulge in riches and honor. Nor should one cling to vulgarness because of poverty, whether in wealth or poverty. The joy should be the same, and thus there is no sorrow. But now, when these borrowed things depart, people feel they can't be happy. From this we see that even if they once had joy, it was nothing but a disturbance of their true nature. Thus, to lose oneself because of external things, and to lose one's nature because of worldly customs, this is called turning things upside down.